Hello everybody, welcome to Bass and Bonsai. I just finished a bonsai tree and I got done so quick that I'm gonna jump on this one. I still have daylight left. This is a blue chip juniper. So we're gonna set it over there. I haven't even really looked at it to see if it has any structure going on. I'm probably gonna have to clear it out a little bit, wire it up, bend it around. I don't know how much foliage I take off towards the end of the growing season, and may leave it in this pot. I may put it, in a terracotta pot. Haven't decided yet. I'll see once I get in there, lift it up, see what the roots look like. But anyway, buckle up and hang on. Wish me and this tree luck. Let's go. A bonsaiing we will go. Okay, we do have light, but man, we don't have a bunch of light. That's what we're working with. Juniper H blue chip, $10.99. I think I caught it on sale. I can't remember now what I gave for it. I bought it at the beginning of the year. With like thoughts of I'll get to it pretty quick, and well, I didn't. Now this tree's got, I think I see some cool movement going on here. Problem is, that's a little bitty trunk, so all this crazy foot-long branching going out, that's not going to fly. But I'm going to shorten all that up. The apex is up here somewhere. These are just going to be branches for sure, and they're not going to be anywhere near as long as what they are. But I'm just going to take all these, and I got some that look cool. They drape down and then out, but they're just way, did I say way enough? Way too long. So they're gonna need to be all, now a lot of these will probably be completely taken off, but I can't really see what I'm working with here. I brought it up. We got some kind of little knot thing going on here, but I don't think it's going to amount to much. We got a branch there. I don't know how much of these I want to take off. Definitely want to shorten them way shorter than what they are on all of them. I know that this growth right in here is way too dense, way too much. See, we're kind of opening it up. Then this crazy one right here is insane with how much. This tree does not grow anything like a regular juniper. It's like it goes for a little bit and then it has just a big glob of growth. You see where stuff is already starting to die off because it's just so dense in spots. So I almost got to just make a decision on which ones to keep. There's a lot of options. With this tree. And I just want to, like I mentioned, get it kind of started to get styled up. I may just stick it right down in this pot, throw a little bonsai soil on top where I cleaned out, and then leave it for next season. But I'll have the unwanted growth gone. That way it'll just be putting energy to the branches that I want to use anyway. It's a good idea to do this as soon as you get a tree, as soon as you get one from a nursery. If you have time, which unfortunately sometimes I seem to not have time to do that. Well, I'll tell you what, I can see what I'm doing, but I don't think you guys can make out exactly what's going on. So I'm gonna stop there and come back with more daylight, just like that. All right, we're still just cleaning this tree out. This is actually, this tree has awesome movement. I don't know if you could call it natural movement because it was planted by somebody into this, but I call it natural movement. And we've got a cool thing, I think, kind of going on here with the trunk. I may put it in a pot where that's exposed. Let's clear out the top a little bit. Just keep clearing out this top. I like to get a whole shot of the tree before I do anything to any one section of it. I think, see that how this, we have the good established branch already right there. So these, there's a group of them, there's a bunch of them right there together, and we already have that there if we decide to keep it. So I think it's safe to take these off and leave that guy right there, and even this one. We took out like 3 right in that one spot. There's actually another piece of juvenile growth coming off of there. The apex I may end up leaving just the way it is. I am going to trim it up. Hi, Vanessa. Trying to look if I had to pick a front. I would almost have to go with right here. Bring that branch down. It's got these crazy 2 thick branches. I could almost go with it like here and bend this one that way a little bit away from you. Apex is already up here. That kind of gives it a good look at this sagging branch here. Kind of like that. I already think I see a way I'm going, but before I do, I'm going to thin out this top apex a little bit more. It's just way too much going on up here. You can see the main trunk line goes right over here, and it curves back. So we'll get rid of that lower foliage. We'll be able to make that out even better. I think we're, see that branch right there? Well, it's kind of cool in a way, but not in another. So, hope you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to chop that off there. Leave this branch sagging. Then this branch here that's coming straight out from it, back here, I'm going to cut it right like that. So we're kind of into the branch selection, opening the tree up, and then all of this, all of that needs to go bye-bye. See this growth right here? All of that, and it's like dense right in there. There's a back branch over there. I may leave it. There, we kind of opened it up a little more. Made some branch selections, and we're going to thin down the ones that we might keep, just to get an idea of what it's going to look like. Back here we've got see all that growth that's coming right off the inside there, like this whole piece right here. That juvenile growth, will chop that whole thing off. Continuing on, I'm still undecided. I know I'm going to probably chop that guy off, but this one I for sure don't want. I already see that. So, get him out of there. I want this one. And I'm going to want it. Eventually, I'm hoping this stuff kicks in, and so I'm going to leave it alone. I want the growth to try to go up just a hair. So I am going to come in here and take probably right up to there off of it. And then this, I still got these two main bottom ones I've got to thin down. And this guy right here. I don't know, I kind of wonder if I will need something there. But I think if I let this, if this hopefully maybe would fill out and be something like one of these, I could have it filling in this spot, this one, that spot, and I can take away one of these later on. I'm thinking I'll just leave these. This is kind of the back. I may leave both of these just to later on decide if I want to leave one to take up some space. Thinning out this thing. I think I want to cut this one quite a ways back too. I think I'm going to take the undergrowth completely off. So I need to thin this a little more, but I think I'm tired of looking at these two. This one, see, here's my issue with this branch. It would take forever to get it thick like these, and I don't think I needed it. It's coming right out like a T with this one. So I think it needs to be totally out of the picture. So we're going to take it off. We're going to rely on this one to grow. This one's going to be bent around a little bit further that way, and then this one, so that it makes up for that. And we already have this branch, and then this branch coming down for this one, and this one is just not doing it for me. So these will be pulled that way. These will be shaped. There's our apex. Something up here will be brought around to help that out. And then I'm leaving these just to, one of them will be left in, probably this one, and brought down to add a little more depth in the back, kind of on the side, and this one will probably eventually be taken out. But for right now, I think I'm going to leave that. You can see I took out a whole bunch. Has already been taken off this tree. So for its first styling, and it's getting closer, we're actually, the cold weather's already kicking in. I don't think I'm going to repot it either. I think I'm going to drop it back down a little bit and fill this top up with bonsai soil and just leave it like it is until next season. But it'll already be headed that way. Hopefully as the growth starts, it'll go onto the branches we want. I'm just going to try to give you guys a shot of what it'll eventually, direction it'll be headed. If you guys can see, once I bend these down and over some, I had a little bit of bonsai soil. Let's take a quick spin, and it still could, let's take a double spin. You could still go pretty much any way with this tree. At a certain angle over here, I could see it, you could still go with like a windswept look on this tree. I think what I'll do next year is I'm going to wire these up. Like I said, spread them out, wire these up maybe a little more down, in and down, figure out which one of these I want, probably this one, bring it down and over this way maybe just a hair. All right, boys and girls. I hope you liked that quick styling video. If you did, you know what to do. Hit the like button, that'll give it a thumbs up. Also, comment below on what you think of this tree. And remember to help share this channel. Tell your friends, your neighbors, anybody you know. And if you haven't subscribed to Bass and Bonsai, subscribe now. Hit that little bell, that'll let you know when I put a video out, and you'll be one of the first ones to know. Like always, guys, thanks for watching. Thank you very much for watching. Now get out of here and go Bass and Bonsai. That's what I'm gonna go do. Well, not right now, but in the morning, maybe, if it's not too cold.